Hey, what's up you guys, it's Emma. I'm back with another video. This week I thought I would do a makeup tutorial using one palette. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette to create this look. Kind of a bronzy, autumn, brownish looking look, you know? So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So to start off, I'm going to be using the Farsali Unicorn Essence. Okay, so I like to do my brows first. Today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in the shade Medium Brown. And just any like angled brush, like thin angled brush that you can find. This is the e.l.f. small angled brush, so small angled brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that in here. I'm going to start in the middle of my brow. You should probably comb through your brows first. So start in the middle of your brow and then work your way towards the outside. And then using the lighter half of the powder, I just start with the front part of my brow. Just making hair-like strokes so that it looks natural. Okay, so that is my brows done. Lately I've really been loving the brow powder over my dip brow. I like that it doesn't make such a harsh line and it just looks more natural for every day. I just bought it and I am already in love with it, so recommend. For an eyeshadow base, I'm just going to be using... Before I drop it. I'm just going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Light. Accurate. So I'm just going to put a little bit here and a little bit here. And then just rubbing it in with my fingers. Going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to start off by using the shade Warm Taupe as my transition shade. I'm using a Sigma E25. And I'm just starting right in the crease there. And just blending it out. So next I'm going to be going in with the shade Primavera. It's a gold shimmery shade, and I'm just going to be using that on the inner part of my eyelid using just a flat shader brush. This is just the Naked 3 Urban Decay brush that the palette came with. And just drag that on to the inner part of your eyelid. So next I am going to go in with the shade Cypress Umber. Yeah, Cypress Umber. It's just like a dark brown that I'm going to use on the outer V of my eye. The brush I'm using is the Makeup Geek Outer V brush. What a coincidence. So just starting right here. And kind of blending it into your transition shade just to deepen up the look. And then I'm going to be taking the shade Antique Bronze, just this one right here, and I'm going to be putting that kind of over top of where I put the dark brown, the Cypress Umber, but dragging it in a little more to the center. And I'm just using a small pencil brush. I think this is just from the drugstore. It's like one of those bamboo ones. It doesn't have the name on it. Eco Tools, that's what it's called. It's just a small Eco Tools pencil brush. And I'm just kind of blending the antique bronze into the gold shade, the Primavera, just to make a nice transition. Oh, got followed. See, that's why I don't like doing my face before my eyes. So then I'm just gonna go back in with that gold shade, and I'm gonna go just over where I already did, just because I want to brighten it up a bit. And then I'm also gonna go back in with the first shade I used, so the warm taupe shade, just to blend out the look a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna in the shade, oh, 170. I was like really looking hard for the number and it's right in front of my face. Alright, so I'm just gonna pump that, like one pump, yeah, and on my nose and on my chin. And then just going in with a damp beauty blender, just blend that out. I've been so frustrated with my skin lately. My forehead has been so dry and nothing wants to stick to it, no matter how much moisturizer I put on in the morning or at night. Nothing, it just doesn't, it's not about it. It's not having it, ever. So next I'm going to go back in with the Born This Way concealer that I used on my eyelids. I'm just going to put that. I should be using a mirror and not looking in the eye mirror. That's okay. So just going back in with the beauty blender, just blend that right out. So to set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I'm just going to be using the Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. I just like to take a little bit on there and just kind of dab at it. And to set my face, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade 25. Just taking the big fluffy brush, powder brush from Sephora. Now I'm going to contour using the Kat Von D Shade and Light. What else would I use? So I'm just going into the lightest brown shade here and going right along my, right under my cheekbone here. And then also doing it along my top of my forehead here. There we go. And I don't contour my nose because I really don't know how. So we're just gonna leave it. Okay, so now going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Matte Waterproof Bronzer. And just going right over that contour. And then last on the forehead. And next I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose Doro? I don't know. I haven't used this blush very much. I bought it a while ago and I have just never really used it, and I seen it at the bottom of my bag today and I was like, so we're just gonna dab on there with the e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush. I don't even know like how pigmented this is gonna be, so I'm a little bit scared. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so next finishing off the face with my Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone. I'm just using the Real Techniques Dome like contour brush. A little bit on my nose. Okay, so to finish off my eyes, I'm gonna go back into the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just gonna be using that same blending brush that I used with the warm taupe. I'm just gonna start off with that underneath my eyes. Just going in to about halfway under my eye. And then just using that pencil, that Eco Tools pencil brush, I'm just gonna go in with the dark brown, the Cypress Umber, and do the very outer corner of my bottom lash line. So to highlight my inner corner, I'm going to be going back into the Becca Moonstone highlighter. I'm just going to take the flat shader brush that I use for the gold and dipping it in there a little bit and just highlighting the inner corner. For mascara on my lower lashes, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic. I really like this one because it has a super thin brush. I usually scoop up my lower lashes, but that is playing a risky game because you could get mascara everywhere. But we're gonna do it anyway. I'm so sorry for all the faces that I'm about to make. So the only thing about this mascara I find is that it's like a little bit clumpy when you put it on, but that is what combers are for. So just using this guy, I just pick up my bottom lashes and run it through. And then the clumps are gone. It's magic. To set my face, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. It smells so good too. Oh, I just got it in my mouth. It actually doesn't taste that bad. Okay, and for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Velour Lovers Lip Color is what it's called, in the shade Devotion. It's just like this nice, like, muted pinky color. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the look. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!